Hey guys, welcome to part 1 of the build log. Today we are going to be going over the parts. So first up, we have the case. I chose the Prodigious Prodigy because it has number 1, enough space for a full-size graphics card, and number 2, I love the modern style of the case. It's small and it resembles a Mac Pro. Number 3, it also has many options for cooling. The motherboard is the Z77E ITX made by ASRock. I've done many hours of research on mini ITX builds on the internet, and a lot of people chose this board for the builds. In my opinion, this is a very solid motherboard and also fits my needs. Now people may wonder why I didn't pick an Asus mini ITX motherboard. One reason is that I could save a couple dollars since the ASRock motherboard is cheaper by $40. The ASRock board is around $140 and the Asus board is from $180 to $190. I also didn't need the extra bells and whistles that the Asus board offered, and I believe that the ASRock board was more reasonably priced. For the CPU, I chose the Intel i7-3770K. This is currently the best LGA 1155 processor, and it should be the best because Haswell is about to come out. And anyways, it's a quad-core CPU with hyper-threading, which gives it 8 threads in total. The CPU cooler I'm using today is the H100i. This is an upgrade from the previous generation, H100. It's far easier to mount since it has a magnetic mounting bracket, and it also has flexible and thicker tubing, which means more reliability. This is probably one of the best 240mm all-in-one cooling units in the market. It's also made by Corsair, which is a trusted and dependable brand for cooling solutions. I chose 16GB of Patriot's Intel Extreme memory, which is based off of their Viper 3 design. This is pretty much just standard memory, clocked in at 1600 MHz with a cool looking heatsink. I chose the best graphics card that would fit in my case with the H100i. This is the GTX 690, which is currently Nvidia's flagship card along with the GTX Titan. I wanted the best performance I could get out of a small form factor, and this is what I went with. I also got the GTX 690 for only $700, so that was something I could not pass up on. Now let's go over the drives I'm using. I have two Samsung A40 Pros in their 256GB flavor. I currently don't have them in RAID 0 because I am using one exclusively for the boot drive and another for all my games. In my opinion, these drives are currently the best SSDs since they are made 100% by Samsung. They also come with a 5-year warranty. Next up, I have two mass storage drives, which are two 2TB Seagate Barracudas. I have one drive to hold my game recordings and another to hold my downloads, documents, pictures, and etc. These are just standard 7200 RPM storage hard drives. Now let's go over the peripherals. First up, I have a Bitphoenix Recon fan controller. This is a 5-channel fan controller which has a touchscreen. You can set it to auto, which lets the temperature readers decide what RPM your fan should be set to, or you can also manually adjust the RPM of your fans. Did I also mention this can all be done via your smartphone or computer? Well, it can. These are the Bitphoenix Spectre Pros, all white with white LEDs. I have one 230mm and two 120mm for intaking air, and one 140mm for exhausting air on the back. Now I'll admit, they aren't very loud, but they are certainly noticeable when you set them to their max speeds. Overall, I think they are cool looking, quality fans with their just perfect looking white LEDs. This is a 30cm Bitphoenix Alchemy white LED strip. I chose these over cold cathodes because they produce better color, and they are also easier to mount since they have quality 3M adhesive on the back of them. The purpose of these LEDs is to glow over my GTX 690 and to push white light out of the ventilation holes on the side panel. This is the NZXT internal USB 2.0 hub. Now this is something you don't see every day in someone's build. The Z77E ITX only comes with two internal USB 2.0 ports, and this is certainly not enough for me. I need one for a Corsair Link for my H100i, and two for the Bitphoenix Recon. That is where this hub comes handy. There are 3 internal and 2 external USB 2.0 ports on the hub. Now I can have all my components plugged into my system. Here we have our on-networks N300 Wi-Fi adapter. As the name states, it is a wireless and compatible adapter. I got this for free from Newegg, and I needed it to replace the horrible adapter that comes with the ASRock motherboard. This adapter really extends the range of your computer and gives you even more wireless freedom. Lastly, we have a Seasonic X850 to power all of our components. This is an 80 plus gold certified PSU, which means it is efficient, produces clean power for your computer, and can also save you a couple dollars on an electricity bill compared to a generic power supply. I know this is a bit overkill. I could easily go with a 650 or 750 watt PSU, but at least I can use this for my next build if I want to use 2 graphic cards. This is a quality product from Seasonic, and you definitely won't go wrong with their X series lineup. Hey guys, so this pretty much wraps up part 1 of my build log. I'd really appreciate it if you guys liked this video since I spent around 2 hours editing it. You can also subscribe if you want to keep up to date with my videos. Thanks guys.